All right, welcome back, guys. This is the grand finals of the Dragon Invitational number 4. There's a difference of, well, quite frankly, about $1,000 between first and second place. $1,200 for first place, $500 for second. Both of these players have secured at least $500 at this point. That's a little bit comforting going into this series. But a best of 5 only. I kind of wish it was more, I'm not going to lie, between two players of this caliber, but we'll see. We'll see who hits 3 first, guys. Of course, Nameshow and I talked a little bit about waging and hedging our bets going into this. So, because he's your hype player, why don't you start off the intros, man?
Alright, in the bottom left, I'm on the hype train. It's our blue Terran player, currently teamless. I'll say it again, hopefully for not much longer. It is alive.
And his opponent in the upper right. We see him for the second time today from Yoey Flesh Wolves. Give it up for the red Protoss player, Son. This guy is so good at StarCraft 2, though, I'm sure. I mean, I can't. It kills me because, like, I really want Alive to win this. It would be my best case scenario if this went to Game 5, but I kind of feel like with the way Alive played leading into this, you know, his games versus Super, and with the way San plays StarCraft 2 just in general, I think we're going to get a one-sided series. I just honestly don't know which side that's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, we've said our prediction, but yes, it's hard to call. It's could go either way, it feels like, but yeah, we'll see. Stan for now, sticking with the same guns, opening 1 gas into expansion is normal play, and Alive going for Marine.
Yes, it's good opener. Sorry, we actually got a different donation, so we did get counter trolled a little bit here. Uncle Carbs sending us $3 for crepes, not pancakes.
Oh man, everyone's on crepes right now. Crepe.
Well, all right. The probe does poke out here a little bit, but heading back into the base.
But okay, yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't actually go across the map with this. I mean, he's going for the earlier Nexus, but I mean, you could have pulled another probe for that because he's got no scouting info.
Saves money, I guess. Yeah, no scouting info, but more money. So it's a trade-off there. It's personal preference, I guess. But okay, so Alive went for Marine, not a Reaper, but still he opened gas first. So his factory is gonna be pretty quick.
Do you see what Alive did?
Command center down before the factory. Sorry.
Did you see what Alive did?
Ooh, did he take the gas?
Yeah, he took the gas. I should have first blood because the SCV died. My bad. But delaying the gas is actually kind of a cool tactic. You pulled all the probes to deal with it. Okay, so it didn't really be that much of a problem. But if you guys really want to like shut a Protoss player down, deny their gas somehow. And I guess if you take the gas, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, kind of cute there, but I mean, so San has been going for, you know, some early blink. He didn't really blink all in, but he also went for early Dark Shrine, early Twilight in general, and still Alive skips the Reaper. So his pressure now is going to be quicker than it would have been with a Reaper because he gets more money, more gas to work with. But, you know, he needs to get some scouting information still, it feels like, but maybe it'll be fine because we see the Robo go down for San. So San is going to play a bit more conservative, a bit more passive. He's not going to throw down something cheeky. He's just going to play normal, seemingly, this game. Well, for now, anyway.
I think one of the big things, too, is, you know, he saw the Nexus at least. If you see a Nexus come down this early, and it's not like it's a rush Nexus, right? Like, this isn't like a 5-minute third or anything like that. But, I mean, if you see the Nexus down this early as a Terran player, you kind of know that if they only had 1 gas leading into this, there's not a lot of cheese coming behind it.
Yeah,
so,
it's not gonna be something super early, but I mean, he still could have made something like, instead of the Robo, he could have made like a Twilight, right? Like,
right, I agree, but
something else.
I like what Alive did, his methodology on this. Like, he scouted over here for a proxy on the Stargate, potentially. He was looking around his bases. He took his own natural. I mean, he didn't get a lot of information, but he got enough to play comfortable for now. And he's actually going to see 3 Stalkers, and there's actually no Twilight. So I kind of feel like, you know, a lot of times as a Terran player, guys, you see 3 Stalkers, you're like, why would you possibly invest in 3 Stalkers this early? But he's actually not going to see them. I thought for a moment San had made those intentionally to bait him into thinking it was going to be Blink. That you put down bunkers, you play defensive, you never take a third. You certainly don't go drop, but a drop is what's on the way, and he's
Well, I mean, this is his build, right? So he's gonna try and do something with it. And he's still making Hellions. He's been making 2 at a time. He's going up to 6 now, but for now he's only got 4 offensively. No Weird Minds, but 6 Marines in this first Medivac and 4 Hellions going into the natural. We'll see how much he can do with it. He needs to do a little bit.
Oh, he's gonna lose the Medivac.
Oh
what is he doing?
God.
Why is he unloading here? Alive! What is going on?
Oh, no. Does kill 1 Stalker.
Oh, he's trying to control the Hellions to get up here. That's what was going on. That's really unfortunate.
Kill off some Stalkers. Going to the probe line. Here comes the Photon Overcharge. He's tried to kill Mothership Core. Doesn't quite get it, but going for some more probes. Is it enough, though?
Oh, sneaks 2 past the Stalkers, though, into the main.
It's not bad. Stalker warp in already.
Yeah, he's not going to get a whole lot of damage for this. This was... The critical thing about losing this attack is it's not about the Hellions versus the probes or cost efficiency. He lost a Medivac. That's huge.
Yeah. He did reasonable damage, but still, it's like, oh, this build, I don't know. We see so many Terrans go aggressive nowadays in the early game, but I mean, you have to do reasonable damage and yeah, not trade terribly. And like, he's behind on workers. That's pretty normal, but it feels like he's also behind on tech, right? Like he's starting +1 now, but there's already a Colossus about to pop, and even though there's no Forge, it just feels like he's behind still. So it's like a weird build where he did some damage, but yeah, he lost the Medivac, and it feels like he's still a little bit behind. So
by the way,
catch-up game.
I'm loving the bets placed on this match right now. We got 11,223 fake Partoufs placed on San. Again, emphasizing fake imaginary fun currency, but 13,900 on Alive. So I think the general audience opinion is kind of like same as us, a little bit torn, like not quite sure who's going to take this, but Alive certainly not starting this game off well. Not to say that that drop cost him the game and he's not out of it or anything like that, but you put out like the Colossus deck's already here. He's in a very uncomfortable spot, and where he was able to apply so much pressure to Super in the round of 16 and just shut him down before Colossus even got out. Sound's going to have about 2 or 3 by the time Alive's actually ready to push.
Yeah, and I mean, look at this. Chrono Boost on the Blink. He's making a Colossus. It's not being Chrono Boosted right now, but a lot of gateways going down, and he's on 46 probes. I mean, it's not 44, the kind of magic number, but you know, he's got 16 workers pretty much per mineral line, 17 in the natural. This is probably gonna be a Blink Colossus all-in from 2 bases. Like, if he does enough damage, sure, you can transition out of this, but he has to do some damage with this. Like, he's not making any probes. He's gonna try and do some sort of all-in here, so... we'll see how much he can do with it. Here comes the drop. Yeah, Blink, not finished yet, so he can get out of there, but Alive, pay attention.
No, he is paying attention. He's picking up, he's picking up the Stalkers so that he can boost out of here, but bit of a...
like in the start that he wasn't watching, but yeah, he did
Yeah.
micro some there, focus fire some Stalkers. Not too bad, but I mean, hopefully he realizes though what's going on. I mean, San, again, he's all-inning, so if Alive is over-aggressive, that could kill him pretty much. Because he's got the upgrades going for him. If he just stays alive, he's going to be in a good position. But if he's over-aggressive, like we see now, losing a Medivac, a bunch of units,
another Medivac.
That's going to cost him the game. Like, he needs those units back at home. He needs to bunker up. He doesn't realize, I don't think. San now blinking forward. Hopefully, Alive can identify that.
Well, I really like the Widowmines being placed down here, too. One of the big things is these will weed out Zealots more than anything else. But these Stalkers are going to take some big hits.
Nice.
That kills a 4 Stalkers. Not too bad.
Wow, he actually got, 3 Stalkers and 2 Stalkers are very low. So yeah, that was excellent. Alive, careful with your
These
units.
drops are like, what are you doing?
God. You're getting all in, bro. Back off.
He's got to recognize this too. I mean, that's a huge warping coming through this pylon this early. Trying to move on the left side while he distracts on the right. He just doesn't have enough to defend. The debris field is going to go down. This bunker doesn't even matter. I think he knows that as well. This is not looking good for Alive.
Oh, it's way too late. Way too late. Widowmine's coming in position now. And there's 3 Colossus, even hallucinating 1. If there's no scam, that's going to be fantastic for San. And Widowmines? That's a lot of... Those Widowmines are going to be very useful.
Yeah, I mean, these Widowmines are the one thing stopping him from pushing into win.
Yeah.
Scans looking for the Observer. Really nice move there out of Alive, making sure there wouldn't be that detection, but it is coming on the left side of the field. Small drop, but emphasis here on small drop pushing into the natural. This is not going to get a lot done, I don't think.
Yeah.
I like these extra bunkers,
I like it,
but I don't know if this will be enough.
Yeah, we'll see. San did not get supply block because Alive did kill off a pylon. There is 1 Stalker in the main, but he's going to lose another pylon, so that's annoying. He's going to get supply blocked again because there's only 1 pylon in production, so that's not enough.
And he also picks off the only Observer. No more Observer here on the front line.
Wow.
So the clock ticks and he buys himself more time.
I was getting so worried for him, but Alive is doing this one. Like, he's got 1-1 upgrades, Rifkin. That's massive versus 0-0.
Yeah, and as you put out, it's an all-in. Charge lots are on the way to try and duck past those wood mines, but with the double forges coming down, I think Sun's going to start trying to macro out of this, and definitely the right choice, but I don't know if he can do it.
Exactly. So Alive, I mean, he lost so many drops and stuff. I was like, man, like, he's just gonna die. But this is one of those situations where I would say pull the SCVs and just go. You got to recognize your opponent's got no upgrades. This is your best chance to go. And yeah, he's making the army now to get more upgrades. I mean, he doesn't have a third yet. Like, he does make it now, so he could make a second eBay. But I like that he stays on one eBay and just try and do something with the upgrades now. I mean, now his time, and Sun is gonna make a third soon, it seems. But for now, he's trying to get a good army out, which I like. Like, he needs a lot of stuff to hold off any sort of SCV pull. Alive keeps the bunkers up still for now. Goes for 2 medevac drops with Widow Mines or what? Yeah, okay, 2 Widow Mine drops, 1 to the main, 1 to the natural. Wait, is Sun gonna take the base on the right side?
Right,
What's the probe doing there?
I don't know. Well, the clock is ticking right. With the Twilight Council on the way, there's going to be Archons out. There's going to be possible Storms out. I mean, if Alive is going to also do his own 2 base all in, you pull the SCVs and go. This is his clock ticking. He's got a 3rd CC on the way. And this doesn't mean that he's necessarily trying to expand to a 3rd, guys. But what it guarantees is he wants to at least have the mules to do so, should this SCV pull fail. I'm not saying he will SCV pull, but...
Natural. Oh my god, it's going to work! Oh my god, that was so good.
Okay, 6 kills on one, 3 on the other, so 9 in total. He's got those other ones coming here in the main.
As well, he's not watching.
Oh, he stacks up! Oh, he's doing my 7 on 1, and how much on the other?
Oh my god.
14.
Alive.
14 and 14. Oh my god, that's gotta sting, is what that does.
The Terran Dream.
Right? Well, no, the Terran Dream is when you stack them all up and you get like that 19 kill. But, no, this is great. Like, the worker deficit was already low because San had cut, as you point out early on. He's really focusing on that 2 base all in. He took another hit from the Widow Mines here at the natural. Look at these stalkers. Look at the Colossus losing health as well.
Wow.
San is...
That's all I can say. Wow, that actually... San just didn't pay attention, man.
Do you remember when Center tried to use this? Center tried Widow Mines versus San, and they were ineffective. They got nothing done. He pulled the probes out. He had that, like, 40-second timer going off at the back of his brain. But, yeah, this is insane. He gets so much damage done in this game. Alive is just... I don't know. He's so sneaky. He's so good.
He's playing so good, man. Like, we thought he was behind from the early game. We thought he was even more behind because he's losing, units and medivacs like left and right. And now all of a sudden he's like in a fantastic position. And San, he's forced to all in. He might have been going for another all in anyway, but
Overlord.
Now he's definitely committed.
We're not Overlord the factory. He just sees the entire army. He's gonna lose the factory for it. No big deal. He's already got the Viking count that he needs to. He's already got the starport production that he needs to. What am I still layered in here really nicely?
Wow.
I mean, if those zealots charge to the front line, they're just gonna charge to their death. Although friendly fire could be a hell of a thing for these Vikings. They take a big shot, not from the Archons, but from the Widow Mines. Gonna try and shell away at the Colossus as much as he can before they go down. 2 Colossus remain. Wow. But there's mostly just stalkers at this point. If he kites back through the Archons, the second the Archons go down, this army dies to the Marauders.
And 2 upgrades as well.
Yeah, he dies forward. Colossus is it. That's it. San's out of game number 1. Alive will take game 1.
Nice. That was well done. Wow. So
that was really well done. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, guys.
Okay.